8 o'clock this Friday morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on ARC Rochester. May 30th, counting down the days until June. I'm Dan Schrack. 2 to go, yes.
Yeah, and I'm Stephanie Joseph. We've got a jam-packed 2 hours to get to, so let's run down what we've got brewing for you. So this morning, we are celebrating the world of creativity. Today, we're honoring some of the bizarre products out there and play a little game along the way.
I'm interested.
I mean, I kind of teased this in the 7 o'clock hour, so I know.
I wasn't here for it, though. So I don't know. And then this weekend, we are turning up the volume with the Steel Rail Summer Concert Series. We're going to be learning more about some of the upcoming performances and the great causes they're benefiting. They'll also give us maybe a preview with an in-studio performance.
Looking forward to that. And then it's Friday, which means it's, of course, time for the Weekend Buzz. Our friends Scott and Sandy will stop by for this week's Jerk or Justified and First Try Friday.
Jerk or Justified might be one of my favorite things.
It is great.
Because I feel like we have the power. Monday through Thursday, it's on them, but we're like the Supreme Court in here.
Yeah, they said we are.
The law of the land.
Yeah.
We get to decide right here on ARC Rochester. Before we do all of that, we'll get a check of some of our top local headlines in your Friday morning news break.
Rochester is now on a watch list by the Department of Homeland Security, one of hundreds of jurisdictions nationwide facing federal scrutiny over immigration policy. DHS has named Rochester along with Monroe, Wayne, and Yates counties as sanctuary jurisdictions defying federal immigration law. It's the latest escalation in an ongoing legal battle between the Trump administration and cities that limit cooperation with federal immigration enforcement. Rochester is currently being sued by the administration after this traffic stop in March involving Border Patrol and Rochester police. In a statement to 13 WHAM, a city spokesperson says Rochester will vigorously defend its sanctuary policy, calling it legally sound, including during Trump's first term. We've reached out to the 3 counties also named in the DHS report. We'll update you once we hear back.
Rochester police are looking for information this Friday morning following a shooting on the city's north side. This happened just before 6 o'clock last night in a parking lot on Clifford Ave near Joseph. While officers were there at the scene, police say a 17-year-old showed up at the hospital with a gunshot wound. He is expected to survive. Just 2 hours later, officers found an unhoused woman stabbed in the upper body. Investigators say that happened at the corner of North Clinton Avenue and Merill Streets. We're told her injuries are considered non-life-threatening.
A close call in Rochester's Maplewood neighborhood after a home was hit by gunfire. It happened just before 9:30 last night near Burr and Pierpont Streets. Police say 8 people were inside at the time, including 4 young children, but no one was hurt. No suspects are in custody in connection to any of these incidents. Anyone with information or video should call 911 or Crime Stoppers at 423-9300.
A Wayne County man is facing serious charges today, accused of trying to drown his own mother and then her dogs. Police say Dakota Spencer of Palmyra attacked his mother earlier this month at a home on Gates Street. When officers got there, Spencer allegedly attacked them as well. Investigators say he restrained his mother, covering her nose and mouth, and then tried to drown her in the bathtub. When she escaped, he's then accused of trying to drown her dogs and throwing her phone in the water when she called 911. He's facing several charges, including unlawful imprisonment, reckless endangerment, and criminal obstruction of breathing.
7 people charged in the brutal murder of a transgender man in Ontario County appearing in court. The defendants, including Thomas Eves, Precious Arzwaga, and 5 others, have all pled not guilty to first-degree murder, kidnapping, and conspiracy. Prosecutors say the group tortured and beat Sam Nordquist, then dumped his body in a field in Yates County back in February. During the hearing, defense attorneys filed a series of motions, including one to dismiss the case, claiming a defect in the grand jury process. The next round of court hearings is set for September.
And for all these stories and any new developments, make sure to visit our website, 13wham.com.
All right, turning now to the forecast. We're heading into the weekend. In the next few days, they're looking a bit more mild. Today is definitely the pick of the weekend, I would say. Would you say so too, meteorologist Marty Snyder?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, today we're finally getting back into some sun, so that's always nice to see as well. And today's going to be a little warmer than what we have been seeing over some days and even what we're going to see for the weekend. But you can see right now the cloud cover is in the process of clearing out. We did start off with a lot of clouds, but you can see those skies have really opened up nicely for us. So enjoy that sun while it's here. I think the longer term trend is going to be towards a few more clouds building in as we go through the day. We're mostly starting off somewhere in the 50s, some places in the 60s already. And there you can see the official number. It has popped back into the 60s at this point. And we'll see these numbers continue to move along well today. By noon, I think we'll be near 70, probably some low to mid 70s for highs today. Clouds on the increase as we head later into the day. And then longer term, those numbers do pull back by a fair amount tomorrow. Only 58 for a high, quite a few clouds, maybe a couple showers, especially initially. Even Sunday, I can't rule out a shower during that time frame. Only 60 for a high then, so still well below average. But notice next week, we start to rise back into the 70s. And not just that, closing in on 80 by Tuesday and probably back into the 80s on Wednesday. And even still pretty mild on Thursdays. We pull back a little bit. So longer term, we gain more sun. We see those temperatures really respond to it. A little bit cool for the weekend, but overall, there is something to look forward to for the much longer term.
Darn it, Marty. Rule out a shower, okay?
I
can't rule out a shower on set. Just put your foot down.
Loud.
Tell it to leave.
Put your foot
Get out of
down.
here, showers.
All right. Thank you, sir. We appreciate it.
Sure.
All right, let's go off the top now and start with some stories that have piqued our interest this morning. So I will go first today.
Okay.
And we're going to Brazil, where there's a political debate over the hyper-realistic baby dolls known as Reborn dolls. Now, they can retail for as much as $124 to nearly $2,000. Those numbers are coming from a shop in Sao Paulo that sells them. Influencers are simulating realistic situations like childbirth or just shopping using the dolls, and it's been getting attention online. So to preface, these dolls are often used for grief therapy or parenting practice. It's seen as a source of comfort, for example. In Rio de Janeiro, the city council there passed a bill honoring creators of the dolls. It just needs the mayor's signature. But on the other hand, other legislators in the country are considering fines for those taking the dolls to the doctor. So this follows a video reportedly showing a woman who did so, and one lawmaker from Amazonas announced his plan to ban the practice across his state. But local media, they found no reports from health authorities about anyone taking the dolls to the doctor. So lawmakers that are against the dolls, not all lawmakers are against the dolls, rather. One congresswoman was quoted by the AP asking, "Can we focus on what really matters?" And politics aside, the popularity of the dolls has come with some safety concerns as well. So one shop is adding cameras, for example, and there are a lot of layers to this story. Consider the aesthetics. I mean, we were just looking at them there. They are very lifelike.
Yeah.
There's also the comfort of the public, health, and then again, politics. And there are multiple viewpoints, as I was alluding to, with conflicting feelings. But I think the one question, there are several obviously, but one of them, is this something that even needs to be legislated?
The fact that we're talking about legislating whether people can bring an inanimate object to the doctor for
Specifically
care
the hospital.
is mind-boggling. Yes, it looks real. I understand they're there for extenuating circumstances for some of these people. However, it's not a living, breathing thing. I'm sorry, the doctor's office doesn't have time for this.
Yeah.
That's, if I'm working the phones there, that's my response.
And the thing about this story, at least from the source that I was reading it from, the AP, it's very unclear where this video came from, who was in that video. Like, it just seems like it's a murky place already. So I don't know if this is just speculation about the video, but it really, the practice itself doesn't seem to be.
That one's got a full head of hair.
Yeah, they look very realistic. But I think that I'm losing my train of thought here.
Sorry.
I don't even know what I was going to say. You're distracting me.
I'm sorry, Steph. I'm sorry, Steph. I'm distracting you because those dolls are distracting me. I don't know that I'm not convinced by any of it. I think there is something to say for someone who is grieving the loss of an infant child, but I don't know that that is the best route. I think potentially dealing with that emotion, that real emotion, might be better than trying to fill a hole with something. I don't know that that's the solution, the best solution to that emotional deficit.
Yeah. A lot of layers to this
And again,
story.
they look really real, and
They are.
there's something about that, I don't know, is unsettling to me.
Yeah. I mean, it's causing pushback from people that are like,
Taking
maybe.
it to the doctors.
Yeah.
All right, let's move along now. There's a debate that divides households, marriages, maybe even the entire internet. And I'm going to ask you, when is the best time to shower, morning or night?
Okay, I am the type of person, I grew up showering twice a day. Now, I would say for the spring, night would be ideal, but I am a day person. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm a day showerer.
Okay, me too. Personally, I'm team morning shower. And definitely post-gym shower because I'm not looking to gas myself out midday. But honestly, I'm using the kids' lingo.
Oh my gosh. That is not how you use it.
It's not?
Yeah.
Completely wrong.
If you're gassing yourself up, that means you're thinking you're amazing.
you're
like
hyping yourself.
Yeah.
I thought I was doing good. I
I
thought I was
thought you were
doing well.
saying.
Either way, I think the biggest win for all of us is just showering daily, at all, for everyone, period. But science actually has some thoughts on this. Morning showers, you might know this, they give you a jolt of cortisol, the same hormone that helps you focus and feel alert. Great if you're heading to work or anchoring 5 hours of live television. But nighttime showers, wait a second, because according to those experts, those are good too. A warm rinse 90 minutes before you head to bed helps cool the body down, as that drop in core temperature makes it easier to fall asleep. Dermatologist Karen Campbell told the Washington Post that if she had to pick a time, she would say night because, in her words, it helps you sleep and washes off all the grime from the day. And who wants to be rolling around in your own day-long dust collection? That's gross, right?
is, yeah.
It's gross. So yeah, shower in the morning if you want to feel more productive. Shower at night if you want to sleep better. Shower after the gym if you don't want to lose your friends. But whatever you do, shower. That's my public service announcement for this Friday.
It was
shower.
fantastic. Great job. Great work.
People appreciate it.
I was going to say, when it comes to showers in general, like the night ones, I take hot showers in some opinions. I don't think the water's that warm. But I guess I would struggle a little bit to see it cooling my body temperature down.
Well, no, here's the thing. When you're taking that hot shower, that's fine. That's fine. Taking a long hot soak, that's great. You're still going to sleep better because your core temperature is hot in that shower,
Yeah.
and it's going to slowly but surely drop as you fade off into the land of Nod.
Okay.
Right?
That's good, yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Shower. Stick around. We've got a lot more to come right here on Arc Rochester, including when we come back. We're checking in with Chris Lopez, who is brewing up a hoppy time today.
Hey, don't forget that you can watch us on the go wherever you are by streaming us live on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. Arc Rochester returns after this.
Hey, we are dishing it out this morning on Arc Rochester. Chris Lopez continues our coverage this morning of a summer favorite that's making its return.
Yeah, making waves, some would say. Is back at Swiftwater Brewing. Chris is there along with Greater Rock this morning to crack open a cold one for us. Hey, Chris, how are? Oh, he's got a full pack.
Yeah, this is beer number like 8 for him this morning.
Probably.
He's been there since 6:30.
I haven't even finished my first beer, man. We got to take it easy throughout the morning. But this is making waves right. This is making waves right here. This will be at Wegmans, probably what, a week and a half, I'd say, max.
About a week and a half.
About a week and a half. But it's on tap here at Swiftwater.
Absolutely, yeah. So it's on tap and also for sale in cans as well as with water.
And we're not making waves, the actual beer. You're making a different beer here, but we're in a different process. We were mashing a little bit earlier. That's what the barley. The barley. Did I get that right?
Yep. So that's malted barley, and we mix that with hot water, and that activates enzymes which convert the starch in the barley into sugar.
That's what's going on right now.
So we just kind of finished that process. It's still going on a little bit. So now we're doing what we call lautering. So we're essentially straining that liquid out. And then we're also doing what we call sparging, which is rinsing the rest of the sugar out of the grain. So that's the water that's going into the top of the tank right now.
Okay, and does that transfer at all into any of these tanks in here?
So essentially that is going into this keg that's right next to me. And then we have a little pump behind it that is pushing it into the next tank over, which is our brew kettle. And in that kettle we boil, and once we're boiling, we add hops.
Okay, are you going to do that right now? I don't want to impede your job right now. Do you have to do anything with this? Okay, no, this is all happening.
So brewing is mostly hurry up and it's a lot of hurry up and wait.
Okay.
And normally what I'm doing right now is basically cleaning stuff. Like most of brewing is just janitorial work.
Clean while you cook. I like it.
That's right. Clean as you go. Yep.
Now you're a farm brewery. Can you explain that and what that has to do with these hops here?
Sure, yeah. So these hops are from a farm that is near Utica, a little bit south of there. But we also use hops from, say, a farm in Williamson. We also use farm-grown hops from around between Corning and Binghamton. Yeah.
And you don't have to do that at all. I like to know why people, not only, but you use a lot of local ingredients. It is a little bit more pricier. I do know that, but you chose to use the local ingredients. Why?
Sure. So we do have a farm brewing license, so we're required to make a certain amount of beer where 60% of the ingredients are grown in New York State.
Okay.
But I also came from agriculture. I grew up on a family dairy farm. So, I feel like I really want to celebrate our local farms and support that industry as well.
And you've been here now for about 10 years. I believe you live around this area as well. And I read that Rochester for you was just going to be a stop and you were going to go somewhere else. Why'd you choose to stay here?
Sure. So I went to school at John C.O., so I was kind of in the greater Rochester area in the late 90s. And then I went to grad school at SUNY Brockport, and my wife and I moved to town, and we kind of thought like, oh, we'll spend a couple of years in Rochester and move on, but just fell in love with the town. There's everything that we would want to do as far as like, cuisine or like, music or any sort of art, that sort of stuff. But then also, it's super easy to get out of the city and get out into the woods, which I really love.
Yeah, this area is absolutely amazing. A ton of breweries in here. We're at a very great one that I've never been. This is going to be available at Wegmans. I'm going to send it back to you guys in studio for now. Next hit, we're going to be trying a flight of beer. Been sipping this all morning. We'll see what else they got.
All right, Mr. Lopez, out there for us live. Don't forget, sir, you need to bring some brews back for us. It's the nice thing to do.
It is. You're right. He's laughing.
I know, he's laughing, but I'm not. I'm stone cold serious. Hey, don't go anywhere. We've got a lot more to come right here on Arc Rochester, including when we come back, we were going to have this morning's weather trivia.
We're back after this. Welcome back. 8:23 this morning. Meteorologist Mark McLean joins us with a look at the weekend weather, but some weather trivia too.
Yeah. Let's keep with the theme that we've had running all week, right? We're talking about layers of the atmosphere, like ice cream. You know, you like the ice cream cake. You know, you get the different layers and you get to sort through it. And no,
Maybe if you have is it Neapolitan?
yeah.
I don't know. Yesterday he was talking about milk and butter and I don't know. I think we need to find a focus for these questions.
I've heard the ice cream one, the ice cream cake one multiple times.
I've never heard it.
Do we like AM radio?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is a pretty cool question then for the weather trivia. There's actually a layer of Earth's atmosphere that is important for AM radio communication. What layer do you think it is?
Okay.
Okay. And this is especially the case at night. Okay. So here's your choices. Is it the mesosphere, the ionosphere, the radiosphere, or the stratosphere?
I think I have a guess.
Do you, Steph?
Okay.
Yes. And I know which one is the ding-dong answer.
What's the ding-dong answer?
I love that.
The radiosphere.
How do you know that's not real?
Because I've never heard of that, and it seems too easy. Radiosphere?
I've never heard of ding-dong answer until working with you.
That's amazing.
We had packets in class with ding-dong. There was a graphic, and then the distractor.
The ding-dong answer.
Well, weigh in. Mark's going to give us the answer and probably school us.
Yeah.
It's at 9 a.m. So we'll have the answer at 9 a.m. It's up on Facebook. If you want to put a guess there in, we'll put those up on the air too at 9 o'clock. But let's also talk a little bit about the forecast. The weekend is here. How about that? The weekend weather. Let's get a good look. Oh, boy. What did I do? 58.
This is rough.
Gusty rain showers.
Gusty.
Yeah, like a northwest wind, 15 to 25.
To 25?
I know. I think I'm mowing the lawn tonight. Mm-hmm. Yep. Sunday, I guess there's some improvement. The problem with Sunday is that there's so much cold air aloft in the atmosphere that if the sun pops out, the atmosphere will become unstable. So we could get some showers popping up in the afternoon, instability showers.
If this continues, I'm going to become unstable.
I'm going to show you some homework.
Aren't you already?
Nothing new here. Meteorologist Scott Hetzko put together, I'll put this up at 9 o'clock, how many weekends have been rainy since early April, and you'll be surprised to see some of the info he put together. But it's been chilly. Check this out. So you see all those the graphs that go down, the bars that go down. We've had 13 days in a row now with below normal temperatures in the month of May. Minus 2.3 is the monthly average. And today, it's going to be close. We'll see if we finally break this trend today. Looks like we'll be in the low to mid 70s with a little bit of sunshine. But that's, you just look at it, and a lot of those are cold. But then you look at this longer range pattern and summer. We're going to get a taste of it at least by the middle of next week. It looks like we're going to move back through the 70s, get back into the 80s probably by the middle of next week. So it's, nothing lasts forever.
Can I ask what that cool front there that's out west currently, where is that going to be as we experience these temps?
So it just depends on what the jet stream does. So you go up about 30,000 feet in the atmosphere. There's a high-speed river there, and it's basically the separator of cold and warm. So you get up to that height. South of that boundary is where the warm air lives. North of that boundary is where the cold air lives. And that boundary is going to stay out in the center of the country up into Canada. Canada is going to have quite a warm up as well. Some of that warmer air is going to be shifting this way. But again, this is going to come after our weekend, which we just talked about, which is not great at this point. But 61 for right now. We've got a west-southwest breeze at 11, and that dew point's back in the 50s. So that's a big change from what we've experienced recently. The satellite radar, there's that storm system back to our southwest. That's the one to watch. That's near Cincinnati. That's really going to create a washout into the weekend for areas along the coast. Thankfully, we don't see a washout here. But overnight tonight into Saturday morning, pretty good chance that we get some showers, especially into the Finger Lakes, but some of the big cities along the East Coast. This low is just going to suck down that cold air. It's going to put those rain showers up through New England through Saturday and into Sunday, and really just create some conditions that are not characteristic for this time of the year, I would say. Maybe more like early April. But the planning forecast has temps in the low to mid 70s today, increasing clouds by late this afternoon. And the 7-day forecast stays mainly dry for Sunday. I just want to stress, if you do have outdoor plans, there is a small chance in the afternoon that we could see a pop-up shower. But mild air for Monday and next week, it kind of straightens out. By Thursday, I think we'll see that chance for showers back in the forecast. But we get at least 3 days in a row of dry air.
Okay, so here's what we did this morning. We just took guesses at what it would be next Friday.
Oh, okay.
No forecasting of it. We're guessing.
Like on the warm-up this morning?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
I am saying it's going to be 75 next Friday. Steph said 70.
One.
Oh, you said 71. 71. Marty said 75.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I'd be in that 76. Yeah.
76?
Yeah, I'll
Everybody's
be
going
in that
higher.
camp. That's seasonable. So that's seasonable for this time of the year. That's close to normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
No, it's not.
You can change. You can change if you want.
Well, no, I don't want to now.
Listen, there's room on this 75 for you if you'd like.
It's the month of June. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
This is true. Hey, don't go anywhere. A lot more to come right here on Arc Rochester.
We're back after this.
Hey, it's Friday morning at 8:32. Thanks so much for sticking with us here on Arc Rochester. It's time now to take a look at some of the stories that have people talking in today's Trending Now.
I like that. That'd be a nice addition.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going to go and track it after the show. We can edit it in.
Sounds good. Yeah. All right, we'll start things out with actress Sydney Sweeney, who is making waves in a unique way. So she's partnering up with natural body care brand Dr. Squatch, creating a bar of soap made from her bath water.
Let that sink in. She's teaming up with Dr. Squatch, creating a bar of soap with her own bath water. Now, the product's creation all stems after Sweeney was featured in a previous commercial for the brand's body care line, showing her in a bathtub.
Now, she posted the new product's announcement on her social media, writing, quote, "You kept asking about my bath water, so we kept it. The Sydney's Bathwater Bliss is a medium grit exfoliating soap made with sand, pine bark extract, and, quote, a touch of Sydney's real bathwater.
The bar is in morning wood scent, delivering notes of pine, fir, and earthy moss.
I wouldn't be drawn to a scent like that. It's very, like woodsy, like a
Candle?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, people on social media, they have dividing opinions on the product. Sweeney, in a press release, said, quote, "It's weird in the best way, and I love that we created something that's not just unforgettable. Hopefully, this helps guys wake up to the realities of conventional personal care products and pushes them towards natural."
Only 5,000 bars of Sweeney's Bathwater Bliss will be available for fans on June 6th. Okay, what's your take?
I think I'm not sure that this is something that needed to happen. You know, like I appreciate that they are
I'm
doing
sure
their
it
thing.
didn't.
I just feel like this wouldn't be something that we would want anybody else, like anyone, to do because
Ever.
it's a sanitary thing, you know?
Yeah.
Power to her. I think that trying to push men towards, you know, hygiene and natural products, this is an interesting way to try to do that. But hey, it's advertising. It's public relations.
We're talking about it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Here's my issue with it. I know that Sydney Sweeney is, she's an actress, of course, done several movies, and she wants to be taken seriously as an actress, as she stated in several interviews, in not so many words, but in other words. She said things along those lines, and is not a huge fan of the objectification of a person's body, which I admire and I wholeheartedly agree with. That is not who we are as people. This flesh suit we walk around in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with who we are inside. I don't see how selling something like this that's obviously sexualized does anyone any good in that battle. I think it only hurts a cause that you're speaking out for, or speaking out in defense of, when you say, I want to be taken seriously as an actor. This is a craft, this is an art, this is a skill, this is a talent. All of those things it is, and all of those things she has, because she does. I don't think this was well thought out. I think her PR team could have done better. I think they kind of did her dirty, I guess, in no pun intended, but it is a pun. And like you said, nobody needs this.
Yeah.
Who needs this? No one. No one needs this. Again, I think it's the unnecessary sexualization of something to draw attention to someone who doesn't want to be objectified. And I think you're hurting your own cause by doing that.
Yeah. I mean, ditto, I guess.
It's my 2 cents.
Yeah.
Will you be buying a bar?
No.
Not a chance.
Sorry.
No.
I have a different brand that I usually use
Yeah,
anyway.
not a fan of Dr. Squatch, whatever. And listen, I
It's
don't.
a natural brand too that I use.
Yeah,
pH
listen.
balance.
Great, natural, unnatural. It could come with money in it. And this does nothing for me.
Can I play a little devil's advocate?
I was hoping you would.
So, do you feel the same way about Gwyneth Paltrow and her vagina candle?
I don't remember that, but
I know that there is a vagina candle out there. Remind me of the context. I'm sorry.
So, she released a candle that is, quote, "This candle smells like my vagina."
Okay.
And that's how she's marketing it and branding it and
Okay.
selling it.
You know, it does. I'm not sure on her stance on objectifying people and sexualizing people in the public eye. I don't know if she's been an outspoken advocate against that. If she has, then yeah, I would say the same goes for her. If she hasn't, then, you know, more power to you. And to respond, I suppose, to all of that, more power to Sydney Sweeney for doing this. But again, because, listen, you're a woman. You do what you want. You have every right.
I think that the Gwyneth Paltrow candle may be a form of empowerment, for example.
Okay.
If you're using like a feminist lens to look at it.
Sure.
I am somebody who is very private and reserved. So I wouldn't personally buy or even take part in something like that. But I mean, it's all.
Do you
power
see?
to you.
Is the Sydney Sweeney soap the same thing?
I don't know.
No.
No.
I don't see it as taking ownership.
Yeah.
I see it as the, you know, sex sells.
Yeah.
And there's a certain demographic that's going to buy that soap. And I don't think it does anybody any good.
All right, we got to move on.
Except somebody's bank account,
Yeah.
I guess.
Summer travel is right around the corner, and flyers are looking for a way to save money, and they may have just found it. It's called the Pillowcase Travel Hack. Passengers avoid checking in extra bags by disguising clothes and other soft items as travel pillows.
Okay, by stuffing them into empty pillowcases, they're able to board the item for free since most airlines allow passengers to bring a travel pillow without counting them as luggage.
According to travel experts, they say that the trick is starting to be talked up. I'm struggling with
That's
words.
okay. Starting to be
talked up to often.
yes. So airlines, they're catching on to this. I
Yeah.
think is what we're trying to say.
Yeah.
Airlines are wise enough to know that. Listen, you give people an inch and they'll take a mile. I mean, that's everywhere in the world.
I never thought of this.
Here's the thing. Why do it that? Why not just wear the item?
You could. I've done that.
When you're traveling somewhere and you've got that big bulky winter coat, I wear that big bulky winter coat on the plane.
Yeah.
Also, the planes, they get cold.
I've been on some really warm ones lately.
I've been on some warm ones too, but I much rather have that as a readily accessible option
Okay.
to put on than it being in a checked bag somewhere. You know what I mean? And then you
Yeah.
can also ball it up and sleep on it.
You could. I guess like with this, maybe they're using like smaller items because I can't imagine a pair of jeans or
Yeah.
like the neck pillows are pretty small if you're trying to.
But if it's such a small item, why can't we just shove it in the suitcase?
Yeah. Well, it's a weight thing.
Yeah. So wear 2 pair of pants.
I've done it. I've done it.
Have you?
Especially, yeah, coming home from college, especially like final senior year, you're bringing everything back. I had to wear some things.
Listen, I had a friend in college who didn't have a suitcase, and she went home for Thanksgiving break and had a trash bag.
Oh.
Stick around. We've got much more to come here on Arc Rochester, including when we come back, we are seeing how long Chris Lopez can, you know, fill this story up with alcohol.
Okay. We're back after this. are pouring a favorite brew this morning as we dish it out on our Rochester.
Swiftwater Brewing is again making waves, and Greater Rock is recognizing it as one of the great things about the Flower City. Chris Lopez is live this morning at Swiftwater, finishing up our coverage and finishing up his final drink.
Hey, what's up, guys? I have a few drinks to go in this segment. We're going to get to that in a little bit. I want to go over to Joe first. You guys do a lot in the community when it comes to promoting the different great things that are going on with Rochester. One of them is Swiftwater, but you also do some work elsewhere.
So the Greater Rock campaign is all about telling these stories, proof points, shining a light on people and products and organizations and companies that are thriving in our region on all the social media channels. Just yesterday, the day before, we profiled Jimmy Highsmith Jr., Grammy-nominated saxophone artist here in Rochester. We're trying to lift up these stories and really demonstrate how vibrant, thriving, and accelerating this region really is. So GreaterRock.com, that's GreaterRoc.com. Hit us up on all the social media channels. Follow along with our iconic series and all those stories.
And the partnership with Swiftwater, you did one last summer, coming back this summer. How's it been so far?
Huge hit. Andy and the entire Swiftwater team are incredible partners, and they really epitomize the type of story that we're trying to tell here in the Greater Rochester region about where this region, where this community is and how we're a region on the move.
And where can people go to find out a little bit more about you guys? Socials, everything like that?
All the socials will be at Greater ROC, so Greater Rock, and they can also check out GreaterRoc.com online.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Joe. I got to get to these beers here. I'm very excited for this one. This is the Draft Margarita. I'm here with Andy Cook, creator of these beers here. I want to start with this. What am I going to be tasting besides the marg? Because this is not a straight marg.
Sure. So we are a farm brewery, so we're allowed to sell New York State spirits, and that is a fairly new to us product that is made with New York State corn, but it's also flavored with agave, so it has a little bit of that tequila.
This is beautiful.
Great.
I love this. This is my favorite one so far.
Cool.
Let's try this one. Now, I love sours. This reminds me of a sour. It's not quite a sour, though, but what is it?
It is a sour, so it's a kettle sour. So we ferment it first with lactobacillus, which makes lactic acid. It's the same bacteria that makes yogurt. And then we ferment it further with brewer's yeast. That one is finished with raspberry, lime, and salt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've
Step
made
aside, margarita. This is now my favorite of the morning. Let's move over to here. What do we got this?
So this is our base. The base beer is our Kolsch, but that one is also finished with raspberry and lime.
That's a beautiful color, by the way, too.
Absolutely. We get frozen raspberries from a local company called Jan Brown, and they come across very nicely. So
That's pretty complex. It's kind of sour to start, and then it drops off with kind of how bitter and how sour it is.
Yeah. So there's a little bit of sourness from that lime juice and also from the raspberry. This is my favorite beer. This is our Kolsch. We release it every spring, so it always makes me happy to see the sun shining in the background and have a glass of Kolsch in front of me.
Yeah, great summer beer with this one here. Are any of these sold at Wegmans? I know this is going to be sold at select Wegmans, the Making Waves here, but is anything else you'd like to let anyone know about?
The Kolsch is sold at Wegmans, so that should be around town. The rest are Swiftwater only.
There we go. Check them out at Wegmans. Great beer all around, especially the sour, and especially that draft margarita. When you guys open?
We open at noon today. We're open Tuesday through Sunday.
There we go. Back to you guys in studio. I got to finish all of my beers now.
All of them.
Chris, Mark McLean wants IPA. I'm not an IPA person, but he would like it if you were to bring him back some IPA.
He's thinking about it.
There is no IPAs here.
There's no IPAs there, McLean. What do you want instead? The margarita stuff, he says, sounds good.
I drank it all.
Okay.
Okay, Lopez,
Well,
listen, we gotta let you go. We gotta let you go. Thank you, my friend.
Hey, stick around. When we come back, we are asking ourselves, does this product really exist?
We'll tell you more on the other side of the break.
Uh-oh.
Return of
Beyond belief.
Ooh,
I didn't look.
Listen,
Ashley, I did not look.
I didn't look at this either.
Me neither.
Well,
Today-
it's okay because the answers are on there.
Oh, it's
Good.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Okay, I thought we weren't supposed to look.
Today is National Creativity Day, so this morning we thought we would play a little game to celebrate, well, having some fun along the way, because what's life without fun?
Yeah.
Right.
Let's have some fun.
So we're going to be given a bizarre product description.
Oh, boy.
We're going to vote whether it's real or fake.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Some of these are interesting.
Up first,
Here we go.
a hamster-powered nightlight. This eco-friendly invention harnesses your furry friend's natural energy to generate gentle, soothing light. When your hamster runs on its wheel, a built-in micro-generator stores kinetic energy and powers an LED nightlight. No batteries or plug-ins required. But wait, there's more. The more your hamster scurries, the more your room glows.
I'm going to go with that. I think this is real.
Yeah, somebody probably came
Yeah,
up
it's
with
a
this.
spinning wheel. It's not hard to, a couple of magnets, a little generator, little coil. You're
Something
good.
I've seen
Yeah.
before, so why not? I'll jump on the real bandwagon.
Yeah.
It's fake.
That was my
But
first.
if it were real, it would be called the Hamstar.
The ham.
Oh.
I see what you did there. I see what.
All right, Steph.
All right. The next one is a napkin tie. So the world's first fashion-forward solution to accidental spills at work, dinner parties, or on-the-go lunches. Cleverly designed necktie is made from ultra-absorbent microfiber that looks like a standard tie, but acts like a discreet napkin when you need it most.
Okay, first, how many ties have you lost, Dan? To a meal, none? You've not lost a single, spilled something on a tie, total loss. What? Okay, I'm a slob.
I really haven't.
Really?
Yeah, I got coffee. I actually got coffee on this one once.
Yeah.
And
You got it out?
treated and got it out.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go with this is real.
Fake.
Because no, I'm gonna say real because it's just stupid.
Real.
It is real. It's called the napkin tie.
The napkin tie. All right, up next, we've got the reverse microwave. From hot to not in seconds. Say goodbye to lukewarm soda and melted ice cream. Designed to chill drinks, desserts, and leftovers up to 10 times faster than your fridge. It's the ultimate tool for impatient snackers and cocktail lovers alike.
This is real.
Do you think it's real?
You know
Did we
it's
do a
real?
news story on it?
No, I'm 99.9% positive
Fake.
that it's real because
Fake.
I believe you can actually go online and buy a product that does this.
But this is a freezer.
yeah, but it does it
Basically,
fast.
I
it's
couldn't even
basically a
say it.
super freezer, right?
Yeah,
It is real. It's
Wow.
called the Juno.
there you go. Yeah,
That's crazy.
how do you like that?
All right.
A cat translator collar. Is your cat meowing for food, cuddles, or world domination? Decode the mystery using AI-powered meow recognition and behavior mapping. The collar listens to your cat's vocalizations and sends real-time translations to your smartphone.
You had a book on your coffee table.
It's on my desk here at work.
Is it?
Yeah.
That sorted this all out for
Yep.
us. Real.
You ever seen Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs?
I have not.
Well, in the movie, I think it's a monkey, Steve, he has on this translator. So this is why it leads me to believe it's fake.
It's fake.
It's
If
fake.
it were real, it'd be called the Meowlize.
Meow live. Meow live. Meow live.
Why?
Like analyze the
Oh,
meow.
okay. Okay.
Whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
You got to work that before you bring it to market.
yeah.
Steph.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Belly button lint vacuum, the world's smallest personal hygiene breakthrough. This USB rechargeable mini vacuum is designed to gently remove lint, dust, and mystery fuzz from your navel with precision, suction, and zero awkwardness.
What if you're an Audi?
If you're using this, we can't be friends. We cannot be friends. I'm gonna. You know what? I feel like this is something you would buy in like Sky Mall.
Yeah. I'm gonna go fake. Fake-o.
I'm going to say real.
It is fake.
Oh,
If
boy.
it were real, it'd be called the belly back.
Oh, boy.
That's lame.
How about an anti-theft lunch bag? Tired of your carefully packed sandwich mysteriously disappearing? Designed with realistic mold print technology, this reusable Ziploc bag makes your lunch look spoiled, moldy, and wildly unappetizing, deterring even the most desperate snack bandits.
It's real.
Is it?
Yeah,
It's real.
I've seen it.
Oh.
One more.
Automatic plant waterer and nutrient sensor. Your plant's new best
No,
friend.
don't do that one. Don't do that one.
'Kay.
Let's do the silent karaoke mic.
Okay,
Ooh.
silent karaoke mic. Enjoy all the fun of karaoke with headphones plugged in, so only you hear your voice and the music. Perfect for late night practice, office breaks, or singing on the go. The mic features crisp sound quality and a comfortable grip. I'm gonna go with yes, that's real.
True.
Real.
It is real. I want to buy it so bad.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, you do sing a lot at your desk, but I enjoy it, Cher.
Oh, sure.
Stick around. We've got a lot more to come right here on Arc Rochester.
We're back after this. Good Friday morning, 9:02 on this May 30th. Thanks so much for joining us here on Arc Rochester. I'm Stephanie Joseph.
And I'm Dan Schrack. That is meteorologist Mark McLean joining us once again. He'll give us a check of the forecast in just a few minutes, but we do want to turn up some of the top news stories for you this Friday with your morning news break.
Rochester is now on a watch list by the Department of Homeland Security, one of hundreds of jurisdictions nationwide facing federal scrutiny over immigration policy. DHS has named Rochester, along with Monroe, Wayne, and Yates counties, as sanctuary jurisdictions defying federal immigration law. Now, it's the latest escalation in an ongoing legal battle between the Trump administration and cities that limit cooperation with federal immigration enforcement. Rochester is currently being sued by the administration after a traffic stop right here back in March involving Border Patrol and Rochester police. In a statement to 13 Wham, a city spokesperson says Rochester will vigorously defend its sanctuary policy, calling it legally sound, including during Trump's first term. We've reached out to the 3 counties also named in the DHS report, and we'll be sure to update you once we hear back.
Rochester police are looking for information this morning after a shooting on the city's north side. This happened just before 6 o'clock last night in a parking lot on Clifford Ave near Joseph. While officers were at that scene, police say a 17-year-old showed up at the hospital with a gunshot wound. He is expected to survive. Just about 2 hours later, officers found an unhoused woman stabbed in the upper body. Investigators say this happened at the corner of North Clinton Ave and Morill Street. We're told her injuries are considered non-life-threatening.
A close call in Rochester's Maplewood neighborhood after a home was hit by gunfire. It happened just before 9:30 last night near Burr and Pierpont Streets. Police say 8 people were inside at the time, including 4 children, but no one was hurt. No suspects are in custody in connection to any of these incidents. Anyone with information or even video should call 911 or the Crime Stoppers hotline, that number right there, 423-9300.
A Bergen man who faced more than 1,000 charges in a major weapons bust is now awaiting sentencing. 36-year-old Peter Celentano pleading guilty to possession of machine guns and now faces up to 10 years in prison. He was arrested last October following a multi-agency investigation. Authorities say they also seized 3D-printed conversion devices.
New concerns this morning about the future of childhood lead prevention in Rochester. Last month, the CDC laid off 2,400 workers as part of the Trump administration's broader push to cut federal spending. Among those let go, members of the Childhood Lead Poisoning Prevention Program who partnered with Rochester's own coalition. Now, with federal funding set to expire in September, officials warn the coalition's future is uncertain. The Department of Health and Human Services releasing a statement saying, quote, as HHS finalizes its detailed reorganization plans, the department will be looking into all strategic programs and priorities for the secretary and the nation. The work of this program will continue.
And for all these stories and any new developments throughout the day, head over to our website, 13wham.com.
All right, let's turn now to the forecast because we're at the final weekend of May before we head into June. I can't believe it. We've been saying it all morning. Hasn't sunk in yet.
You can't stop the month of June.
No.
You can't. And this is that time of the year, you know, the days are so long, the sun is getting higher and higher in the sky. You'd expect things to warm up, right? We'll talk about that in a second. First, we'll get to the trivia, right? We have to answer that trivia question. This was the question this morning, layers of the atmosphere, talking about the ionosphere. It's important for AM radio communication. What layer do you think it is?
I'm going to go with ionosphere. Can you show us
That was my guess.
options?
I just said it.
I know.
I know. That was my guess, though. That was my guess.
You didn't mean to say it.
Yeah.
I know you did.
It's
Yeah.
all right. No, they got it. Everyone.
Oh,
Becca, Cheryl,
enthusiastically.
Janet, Pamela, Julie got it. Deborah had D. But yeah, so this is a really interesting layer of the atmosphere. It's up very high, and the AM radio tower at night can hit this layer. It's like skipping a rock across the pond, right? So it goes up, it hits this region, and it comes back down to the planet's surface. One time, somebody sent one of our radio forecasts for Wham from Northern Europe that skipped across the Atlantic They captured it, sent it back to Don Hellhard at the station here, and we heard our forecast from Wham Radio over in Europe. If conditions are just right. You ever watch somebody skip a rock in a pond?
Yeah.
And then sometimes they just go kerplunk, and then sometimes the rock is perfectly flat, the surface of the water is perfectly flat, and that thing just skips and skips and skips. So that's
And I mean, it's happening at the speed of light because that's how fast those radio waves are going.
Yeah, 186,000 miles per second. Yep, that's how fast they're going. Yeah.
So it's nearly instantaneous that they're getting it.
Yeah, across the pond, yeah.
And then how did they get it back to us?
So he recorded it and somehow sent it back. Must have been a hammer or somebody that's really into
I
this
think
stuff,
that is absolutely incredible. When was that?
That was probably 10, 12 years ago. I also, a couple of summers ago, I mean, we were up in the Adirondacks, and just for kicks, I turned on the AM band. We were in the Tupper Lake area, and there's Wham Radio. You know, we're in the middle of the Adirondacks listening to Rochester radio.
Wow.
I was just curious to see if it would go that far. But yeah. So ionosphere, that's a fun one. I think we're done with layers of the atmosphere. We'll move on to something else next week.
Something more scientific next week.
We'll get even deeper into it. How about some muddy paws today?
Let's do it.
Let's check it out. This is Brady. Brady wants to get out and enjoy some of the sunshine today, and he's going to have some dry paws. But Saturday, you know, there's a chance of some rain, especially if you're watching from the Finger Lakes. I'll show you that in a second. You folks have a little bit of a higher chance of seeing some of that rain. And then we'll start to dry out Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Looks like a pretty nice start to the week next week for us in terms of that sunshine. Now, I promised I'd show you some of meteorologist Scott Hetzko's homework here. He looked back at all the weekends, and only one, the 10th and the 11th of May, since the start of April, has been free from rain. How about that?
That is not okay.
Yeah?
By any means.
But does that even surprise you a little?
It doesn't,
Right.
but like I'm looking at this calendar and I'm thinking to myself, what did I do that weekend? Because I genuinely don't remember a weekend of
rain.
sunny
That
weather.
was that was Mother's Day weekend, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So we timed.
That makes
At least we got the
sense.
timing on that one right
That
from Mom.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but crummy is coming. He's not lying. Weekend weather, let's check it out. Speaking of the old weekend, Saturday's forecast back in the 50s. It's that northwest wind. We'll have a cold front go through tonight. Coastal storm system puts some showers in again, especially east of Rochester, and kind of a blustery day on Sunday, windy at times. Morning clouds, a few sunny breaks, but we don't want too much sunshine on Sunday because if we do see that sun full on by the afternoon, we're going to get into some rain showers as we move through. But 64 right now, the west wind at 13. Dew point temperatures in the 50s out there. The satellite radar, nice and clean for you. You're going to have a good amount of sunshine initially, and then some of the clouds from that system back to our southwest will start to spill in late this afternoon and this evening. Now, a lot of the rain, notice that it goes down through Pennsylvania, stays down to the south. A lot of this is going to stay for coastal areas into the weekend of New England, just north of New York there, Boston. There's the cold front that goes through for Rochester. That's the one that's going to take the temperature down this weekend. And yeah, you are seeing other colors in northern New York State near Burlington. That's not green. That's not green. Temps in the 70s, though, today. Sunny breaks. It's going to be mild back to the 50s tonight. And the 7-day forecast, again, after that little speed bump this weekend, we start to go back up, back to the 80s. By Wednesday, maybe the first time this year that you're looking for some AC. Overnight's back in the 60s.
Wow. I mean, it's still been on in my apartment.
Yeah.
Oh, it has? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Turn it off, Steph.
It has to get close to
It's
80 for me to reach for it. You know, and at night, especially at night to sleep.
For the AC.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I'm au naturel.
It just goes, it's like on auto.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Depends on how much air is coming through the
You
window,
can
too.
turn that auto off. Just saying.
I can. I like it warm. So.
All right, McLean,
Yeah.
we appreciate it.
Yep.
Countdown, people. 20 days. Summer is getting here. Slowly but surely.
Less than
Do you,
a
remember,
week.
do you remember when, Ashley, do you remember when we asked you to create that and put it up for us?
It was
I think it was maybe like 90 days?
Yeah, 90 or
Something like that.
It was over 90.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So we were still in winter.
Wow, the depths of winter.
It
You
was
want to know? I think it actually was right after winter started. Or no. Yeah.
Right after spring started.
After
yeah.
spring started,
Yeah.
you guys started talking about, hey, we need a summer countdown.
Yes,
So
that's right.
exactly,
That's
I think,
right.
when I made it.
Well, I can't wait to see what happens when the alarm goes off.
Don't push the button.
Confetti everywhere. Stick around. When we come back, we are previewing Jiva Theater's production that is closing out the 52nd season.
And why don't you take us with you? You can watch us on the go wherever you are by streaming us live on the 13WM YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. We'll return after this.
.9:15 Jiva Theater is preparing for this season's final bow with the Broadway hit Beautiful, a musical tribute to Carole King.
It tells the story of the hitmaker and now how she made her mark in the music industry. This morning, we're going behind the curtain of the production to learn more.
Yes, and joining us now, we have the lead, Samantha Gershman, playing Carole King herself, and choreographer Jerry McIntyre. Thank you both so much for coming in. We appreciate it.
Oh, it's great to be here.
Absolutely. Okay, we have to dive right in. What is it like taking on the role of Carole King, the icon? What's that like?
I love Carole King. Like, always have. My family made sure that I knew who she was, what her music was. So when I saw the show when it came on Broadway, I knew I was the one in the back, you know, of the orchestra. Whenever they play the chord, I knew what song they were going to play. So I just feel really lucky. I mean, anytime I get to tiptoe around in her shoes, it's a good day for me.
That's fair.
It's just so iconic, and her music is like chicken soup for the soul for me. Yeah, so I just feel really grateful to be able to.
Yeah.
Like, I
love it.
So good. It's just good music.
Yeah.
I'm biased, but I think it's great music.
It's fantastic. That's the best part about it. You know, last night when I saw the show, the preview last night, I was talking to the usher, and she was like, I still have the album. She said, I have it in my house, and I play it all the time. I'm like, that album, Tapestry, like, it's life-changing for me.
Mm-hmm.
It was, the music is so infectious, and you can't stop humming. The audience is singing along with her.
Which I love.
Yeah, because they're singing in the right key. You love that part.
You play the chord and they finish the song for me.
Absolutely.
Will you still love me? And I'll have maybe like an acting moment, and I hear the whole audience go, tomorrow. And I want to be like, yeah! Da-da-da-da. Oh, gosh.
That's really great. Like when the audience can join in because you're seeing in real time the impact of the art.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. And the thing about the choreography for me was that it's all music that I knew and grew up with. When it was like Up on the Roof on Broadway. On Broadway is my favorite number. Like
Oof, those boys are dancing.
There's some singing and dancing. The Four Drifters, they're amazing. And I make them dance and sing a lot.
Yeah?
It's a lot. Oh my God,
energy.
it's a lot.
Okay, going into this knowing a lot of the music and then choreographing it, I have to imagine growing up and listening to this, you probably choreographed a lot of it in your head or in the dining room at home. Did you tap into any of that stuff and like it's now on its feet in this show with the song where you wanted it?
Absolutely. Because, the thing about it is that, I was growing up and listening to the Pips and watching the Pips and then doing the Temptations. So I'm like, you guys, let's do 8 of these and then the shoop, 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 the vocabulary that I have been doing in my parents' basement for years. You know what I mean? Growing up and listening to, because that was the music that my parents were playing. I listened to the Temptations. That was my jam.
Yeah.
It was my jam. So I love, this is not really really work for me, because I love it, to get inside of it, and the Shirelles and who used to love me, the girl groups things, all that choreography is perfection.
Yes.
It's really great.
Like when I feel like with Carole King, what's so cool is that her songs were made famous via these other groups, the Shirelles, the Chiffons, the Drifters, Aretha Franklin, and I don't know if you've ever seen the Kennedy Center honors of Carole King, but she's watching Aretha Franklin sing Natural Woman, and it's like, it brings her so much joy to see other people making her songs what it is. It's like she didn't necessarily want to make it what it was. She just wanted to create and groove and seeing other people. And in the show, I get to watch the choreo. I literally get to watch One Fine Day and see I see the Drifters grooving out to On Broadway, and it's not. I'm not acting. Like I'm just enjoying it, and it's such a good time. It's one of my favorite parts. I just get to watch people just be really great.
I bet.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, for somebody sitting at home, how much longer at Jiva? When can they go and see the show, and how do they get tickets?
Now, come now. And we go through basically the month of June. We go through June 29th. And I would say just go to the theater and get your tickets at the box office.
Old school.
Or you could also go to jivatheater.org. And you could go online, so you could do it from the comfort of your home, of your own home. There is no excuse. Come and groove with us because you know you want to.
Oh my God, you will love it. Trust me.
Yeah,
You
trust.
won't
Sounds
be
like a great time.
disappointed.
Yeah.
Thank you both so much. We really appreciate it. And if you missed it, we'll post it all on our website, foxrochester.com.
Hey, don't go anywhere. When we come back, we are looking ahead to an upcoming summer music series.
We're back on the other side of the break.
9:23, the sights and sounds of summer are on their way to Fairport, and the Fairport Brewing Company is tuning up for its Steel Rail concert series.
Yeah, all throughout the warmer months, the company will treat guests to live music, great brews, and it's all benefiting a wonderful cause.
Proceeds will benefit the Arc of Monroe and the Pirate Toy Fund. And this morning, we have musician and organizer of the event, Steve Bartolotta, and executive director of the Pirate Toy Fund, Otto Harnischfeger, to tell us more. Good morning to both.
Thanks for having us. Thank you.
Of course. So I'm thinking where to start in terms of the event. Just let people know some background about what the event's all about.
Well, he's the brainchild. So.
Actually, my daughter Kelsey is the brainchild. But we started doing the Steel Rail Revival. This will be our 4th year. And we have a great partnership with the Fairport Brewery. They're very supportive. And one of the guys that always does sound up there said, it's really, this is a funny story, but it's really hard for me to take down this PA and put it up every summer. So he says, I'd love to figure out a way, this is Mike Morgan, I'd love to figure out a way to be able to do stuff here every weekend. And I said, yeah, we could probably do that, and then we got Tim involved, who owns the brewery, and Kristen. And then we got Kelsey and his daughter Jamie involved, and we started thinking about a way to do it and book some bands, and we got a really cool little summer planned here. I think it's going to be the event in Fairport on Saturdays, really.
I'm absolutely sure it will be. Otto, what does it mean for you to be one of the organizations that this benefits? I mean, there's a lot of great organizations, but the work you guys do.
Again, this is our 30th anniversary this year, so it's awesome for us to be part of it. So when they asked us to be part of it last year, we were overwhelmed. The Arc of Monroe, the work they do is immense, and it's well needed in the community. So to be part of that and have our name with their name is huge. But every dollar goes a long way, as you know. I mean, to buy a toy for a child in need, and last year we gave out over 46,000 toys free of charge. We couldn't do it without events like this or the community with our toy drive and your backing when you guys do our toy drive. It's all about the community being part of it.
Yeah, definitely. And tell us a little bit about, I guess, if you can right now, some of the acts to expect in terms of performing.
We have some great bands this year. We're very blessed to, and a lot of them honestly gave us either a discounted rate or did it on the house, which is really wonderful. It just shows you, the heart of the music community here in Rochester. But Saturday will be BB Dang, one of Rochester's biggest bands, especially for young people. They draw great crowds. We've got the Zach Brown Tribute Band. Mm-hmm. We have got Kiss This next week, which is our Kiss Tribute Band that plays around. Every weekend, there's a headliner band that draws big, around, and hopefully that'll translate into fun outdoor shows too. So.
Talk to us, if you will, about how much this has grown and the traction that it's really gained. Because you go into these things on year one and you think I'm really hopeful that this is going to pull this off without a hitch, and you did a phenomenal job, and then you come back for year 2 and you've got plans to go even bigger, and you guys just continue that.
Well, it sounds like, oh my gosh, you put this together, but really what happens is it gains momentum, because good people who want to help get involved, and then it becomes more and more about the congruative effort of all of the people, and you can do a lot more when you got 20 people working on it versus 2, and we're just blessed to have people that want to help, so that's wonderful,
Yeah, definitely. And what has reception been like in terms of people being able to go to this local event right here, or how much is excitement kind of growing about this?
I got to be honest with you. Our event has changed a little bit over time. Mm-hmm. We're going to stick with the format we went with last year, which is we're using the village of Fairport as our backdrop for the festival. We put music in all the venues that want it. It's usually 11 venues, 80 different bands. And then this concert series is just a way of kind of extending that and giving us a little bit more name recognition in town while we raise more money for charity on a weekly basis. And then by the time we get to the concert, hopefully the festival, everybody knows about it.
Yeah.
So.
How many bands?
80.
Yeah. Wow. It's a lot of fun.
Or so.
It's a lot of fun.
That's incredible.
In one day.
Yeah.
One day, 80 bands
And everybody
play.
plays for 45 minutes. It's like bang, bang, bang. We'll talk about the festival another time, but usually people tell me this, and this is one of the ideas of it, is everybody has a completely different experience because you plan your route. You know, at 1, I want to be over at Mulconry's, and then I want to be at Iron Smoke at 2 or whatever. So everybody saw a completely different roster of bands, and hopefully they all had a good time.
A nice choose your own adventure.
Absolutely. All right, back to the Steel Rail Revival. Somebody sitting at home, they say, okay, I gotta plan ahead. What do they need to know?
Well, our event is on the 26th, and then we're having an after party on the 27th at the brewery. So you can get your bracelets anytime at the brewery, and we're actually distributing today to all the bars in town that are participating, or you can go online and get them at steelrailfest.com. You can also go on the Arco Monroe's website. They have a link to either donate or buy tickets.
Amazing.
And we work our, just I'll give you a little pitch for donations. We work our donations a little bit different. If you're an advertiser and you want to donate to the Steel Rail Revival, you get whatever your donation is. If it's $500, that's how many bracelets you get. So you're buying a block of bracelets, but you get the advertising too.
Yeah.
So, because we want a lot of people there, we want the bars in Fairport to do well.
Yeah.
It was buzzing last year. The Fairport was packed with a lot of people. It was.
Doubt it.
It was a lot of fun.
And with the village as a backdrop, that's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
And you can help out two incredible organizations, the Arc of Monroe and the Pirate Toy Fund. Why wouldn't you want to? We'll post all of the information you need to know on our website after the show this morning, foxrochester.com.
Hey, don't go anywhere, because in just a little bit, we're going to be getting a special performance live here in the studio from one of the bands we're performing during the concert series.
Stick around. Arc Rochester is back after this. Music?
Right? I was wondering.
Is this new music?
No.
Oh.
I like it.
Yeah. I'm in the mood for the weekend.
We even know that's the same music.
Our bad.
I haven't been here in a while. It's the time for the best part of every Friday, the Weekend Buzz.
Yeah, Scott and Sandy are joining us with more for Jerk or Justified right now.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Deciding the moral compass in Rochester. Okay, so before we get to the graduation gift, first, how do you feel about dual graduation parties?
What's that mean?
Right? I've never heard of it either.
I know.
Where like, if you're friends in high school and you're all having a party, you may as well, instead of having separate parties, you just get together and have you and your friend who are both graduating at the same
You all
time
have the
and
same
have a big party.
friends. Yeah, efficient, cost effective. Do we like it?
I'm not opposed to it. I mean,
Yeah.
is that what my kid wants?
Right.
Oh, who's paying for it? Who cares what your kid wants?
Well, no. I listen. I'm putting it on the table if I'm on board. It wouldn't be on the table if I'm not on board with it.
Right.
Is what I'm saying.
Okay. Well,
You know what I
anyhow,
mean?
so our listener was invited to a dual grad party. I love them. I think it's a great idea. I tried to convince my neighbors, let's all go in together because it's all the same party you're going to, right?
Yeah.
Everyone yeah made it, and then it didn't happen.
Really?
So anyhow, I don't know. Okay, so our listener, and I think we have an audio clip from our listener who was invited to the dual grad party.
Yep.
Hey guys, this is Michelle. I just need to know about a question for Jerk or Justified. I was invited to a dual grad party, like graduation party, and I really just don't want to give the girl who I barely know a card, but my husband thinks, you need to, be a good person. I don't know. Can you help me out? Call me back. Thank you.
I see.
Yeah,
here.
so she knows the one girl really well, but has no idea who her friend is.
How many students are coming together for these grad parties?
Oh gosh,
like
you
just
never
two
know.
for this one.
This one was
There's two kids,
yeah.
yeah. But you don't know who's gonna show up.
Right.
Okay, then listen, my thought is you give, yes, you have to give a card.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just a card with nothing in it, though.
No, listen, I think you can do a card with $20 in it for that.
You don't even know the kid. You'll be
Yes,
like,
no.
hey, where's
No.
the other grad? Because I don't know
You
what you
don't
look
know
like.
that kid, but is the party at that kid's parents' house?
Well, they're going in on it together, so
They're-
who's ever.
Still.
So you would. So
Yeah.
you say she's a bad human.
No, I don't say she's a bad human. Did she give a card at all?
She hasn't
She
gone
wasn't.
yet.
No, she wasn't planning on it.
Okay, then yes, that's bad human.
See,
You have
her
to give-
husband,
you
her
have to
husband
give a
said,
card.
yeah, her husband said, you got to give both of them something.
Yes.
Yeah.
$20 for this one, and then whatever amount you would give, the loved one who's graduating. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I mean, for me, if I don't know the person, it's like a large party, probably medium. I don't see why I need to.
They're not going to even notice.
Yeah.
And then I said on the air, and this went back and forth. It came down to the final vote. But if you're going to put a card in, okay, and I give you money, I don't know you, you don't know me, how are you sending me a thank you card?
You don't send thank you cards for graduation
You send
parties.
thank you cards.
This is a whole different Jerk or Justified, right? Do you send a thank you card for
Okay, well, wait. Now
Think about that.
now I'm reconsidering because I
I
actually said it's
think-
more insulting to give them $20.
Yeah.
It's more insulting to give them an empty card.
Yes.
Empty vessels make
Just
much
I
noise.
agree.
do it.
I
As
agree.
my mom would
Oh,
say.
wait, what did she say?
Empty vessels make much noise.
Oh, I love that.
Empty cards.
So do we just do no card?
No, nothing.
Yeah.
They're not going to know the difference.
Yeah.
And then we had a listener reach out to us, and she's like, it was her sister's son's entire lacrosse team is renting out Camp Eastman. She goes, you think I'm going to show up to that party with a card for every kid?
Every member of the team.
Okay,
Right?
okay. I have reconsidered here. I have reconsidered here. I have. I had to deliberate for a moment.
Okay.
I am going to say no card for the other kids, just for the one you're doing the party for. For mom and dad of whomever's home it is, you do a bottle of wine like you would do when you're invited
it.
over for dinner.
Stephanie,
that's decent. That covers
Yes.
all bases.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It covers
'Cause
spiffing the party hosts.
Nobody's opening their cards and counting the cash at the party.
No, and they don't compare.
Right.
They don't compare.
No.
Elizabeth, I got $300. What did
Well,
you get?
listen,
that doesn't
some
work.
of them.
500.
Well, yeah.
$300? Is that much?
No, I'm talking.
But after the fact.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you said 300.
So, but you cover all the bases, right? You take care of the hosts or
Yep.
the parents. You eliminate the guilt,
Yeah.
and it's all
Yep.
there.
And if it's not at someone's house, nothing.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the follow-up question, though.
Yeah.
How much do you put in the card?
Oh man, yeah. For a grad that you know,
Yeah.
it's either
20.
family or friend.
Okay, so friend.
I'd say $50.
I was thinking, I never know.
Maybe
I
I'm
always
cheap.
ask around.
I said 20.
Okay.
20?
Yeah.
What about family? 100?
100 easy, yeah.
Okay, well then, follow-up, wedding, family, friend.
Wait, let's split that hair first before we go to wedding. Cash or gift? Like
no
a gift bag
No.
for their college
Cash.
dorm?
No.
Cash. The kid wants to waste it on
Yes.
something.
Cash. For
the
both
gift
and
bag
for
would
the
go a
wedding.
long way.
Cash.
How about a gift card to home, whatever?
That's wonderful, but I ain't got time to go shopping for anything
Maybe
for
a
you.
Visa gift
Okay?
card.
No. And I'm not married and I don't have any kids and nobody's ever given me a present.
Oh, here we
Dan.
go. Here
I've
we
given
go.
you a present before.
We gotta,
Star.
you have. We have to go to commercial. We're back after this. We're back. Scott and Sandy are here for the weekend buzz, and it's First Try Fridays. But Scotty's not participating.
I'm going to pass on this one. I think I have a good reason, though.
Yeah.
Well, my dog tried to murder me.
Wait a minute. Before he tells the story, he's going to go way over dramatic with this.
Okay. So long story long.
Long story long, I tripped over my dog and I hit my kitchen counter island, and my ribs took the brunt of it. And I didn't do anything for 6 days, which was my fault. I found out yesterday I have 2 cracked ribs.
I mean,
no.
In your defense,
Yes.
there's nothing you can do for a cracked rib.
Yeah.
Besides
So-
complain.
Except complain.
And make
Except
noises.
complain.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how has that been for you?
It's awesome. Like in the beginning.
She didn't believe me in the beginning.
Well, in the beginning.
You're being so dramatic.
Hold on. In the beginning. Well, because you said I didn't want to break my dog's leg and I fell into
I
a rock.
didn't.
I'm like, it's the counter.
I was
But-
actually on a hair rib cage, and I had to pick my foot up and fall in it. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyhow, so I gave him a little bit of sympathy, but as women, and you know, like we deal with discomfort and pain all the time. Do we walk the halls and be like, oh, cramp?
Yeah.
No. Like just, I ain't got time anymore. I'll give you a little, look at the look he's giving me.
No.
Little bit of sympathy and then move on. I got things to do.
Listen, this is why we need women in power. I'm a firm believer. Sign me up.
Okay.
100%.
I'm in.
Are you ready? So this is kind of a perfect segue. Now, you unfortunately can't participate in this either because you're wearing a skirt and we don't need that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
Big, great TV.
I mean, we could go back to the Gwyneth Paltrow candle if you'd like. But,
No.
okay.
No.
And and you can't do this either. So this is the mobility test.
You too.
Okay. So there's 3 moves, and this is very important for everybody to try. There's 3 moves that your body physically should be able to do.
Okay.
But if you can't, no worries, just keep practicing at it. Over time, you'll get better. And it's very important to do because it'll extend your life.
Okay.
And when you get older, you'll be able to live more independently.
Okay.
Okay, you ready? Now, someone told me we should take a gulp of water because
Okay.
it'll be funnier for TV to have water in our mouth while we're doing this.
Oh, in case you laugh?
But it's your call
We
because
have
it
some
can get
paper
messy.
towel
Let's
nearby.
do it.
Why not?
Yeah.
Care?
Go for
I
it.
was
Yeah.
hoping you were going to say no.
right.
But okay.
Oh, do you not want to?
Well, I'm nervous. I'm
I'll
going to
play
embarrass
your
I
myself.
just stand
No, that's
off
fine.
then. It's vodka, by the way.
I'm just nervous. I'm going to embarrass myself doing
Then
this.
I want the other one. Too.
Okay, so the first move is you're going to squat. You're going to put your arms out and just squat. Okay,
Okay.
ready? So take our gulp of water.
Oh yeah. Can I hand this off?
Okay. Now, how are you going to tell him what to do? Follow her actions. Squat down. Okay, yeah, very good.
I swallowed because I got to say the next one. Okay, the
Okay.
next one is the same thing. You're going to squat, but this time you're going to touch your elbows to the floor.
Oh, I can't do that, but okay.
Well,
okay,
yeah, we'll
gulp
see.
of water. I mean, it looks
sorry.
easy.
Sorry.
You got
I
one
know.
job.
I'll hold on to it. I'll hold on to
Yeah.
it. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
No laughing now. Okay. Here we go. Go. Come on, to the floor.
Let's go.
Oh!
Okay, very good.
I can't do that.
You got to practice.
Okay.
Okay, and then the final one.
Uh-huh.
I'm like out of breath. You have to go crisscross, sit down, crisscross applesauce,
Oh boy.
stand back up as smoothly as you can without using your hands.
Okay, this is not going to go well.
With a gulp of
Water
water.
or not? We're going to do
Why
water.
not finish it off?
Right.
Here.
Oh, you're taking big gulps, my friend.
Okay.
Okay, cross them up. Okay, sitting. Now we're standing. Oh, almost. Almost. Oh, Sandy Waters. Oh.
Did it!
Oh my God. So there you go.
Whoa, Chris, I do not skip leg day.
Wish you could hear what we just said.
It's to promote flexibility, coordination, strengthen your legs, your core. So important as we age. But
Now
you're
a
young,
split.
so we got to
Never
work on
do
it.
split.
Listen, no, every morning as the coffee's brewing, I stand at the kitchen and I hold onto the counter because my eyes are half closed and I do. I do. Oh, every
Well, then
morning.
You should
Wow.
be able to do it again.
I
Do it
can't.
again.
I can't do the elbows though to the
Oh,
floor.
it's a thing. You know, like people will do the challenge. Have you ever seen that?
No.
Guys can't do it. I'll show it to you. later.
Oh, this
Yeah.
one where
What is
I
it?
forgot they go like this. Wait, what do they do?
It's I forget. Oh, they like do
Keep
this.
it on the ground.
Yeah.
With your elbows on the floor.
Okay.
Okay. And then you put your elbows, like your arms behind your back.
Yes.
Oh,
and
on
then
your
you
knees,
stay up.
on your knees.
On my
Yeah.
knees.
On your knees like this.
Yeah.
That's right.
And now do what?
Oh, well,
He's. Oh, I guess he can.
Supposedly guys
well,
can't
he's
do it.
a little
Stand in this
low.
feminine figure.
Good job.
Hey, don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we're getting a special performance from one of the bands taking to the stage at the upcoming Steel Rail Revival concert series.
You don't want to miss it. We're back after this.
Hey, we are super excited because this weekend is the official kickoff of the Steel Rail Revival. Can we get somebody on the prompter?
That would be fantastic. As we are waiting for that, we do have some very exciting musical guests here with us. And we're going to be getting a special performance now from one of the duos. They're performing later in June. And we're joined by Michael Falzano and Steve Bartolotta and Pete Goebel from the Sideburns.
Thank you all for coming in. We appreciate it.
Our pleasure.
Absolutely. So how long have we been performing together?
Oh,
like
over 20 years.
Yeah.
Really?
We literally grew up as kids together, family, friends, and just music was always our passion, and we just stuck with it, and we're still here.
That's amazing.
That's pretty fun.
I got drafted, so.
You got drafted.
We're always recruiting.
Third
Even
round
in the
pick?
hallway,
Yeah.
we recruited Steve, so.
Oh, that's great.
Be on the lookout. We may recruit one of you guys, too.
Sounds
Steph.
awesome. I mean,
It sounds like we got our first paid gig.
You know.
Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about your sound.
So my dad was an adjunct professor at MCC, taught history of rock and roll. So you can imagine I got a wide variety here, as with him. So we play everything from 50s, even to the stuff we grew up, like the 90s and stuff. So we 50s to current. So we got a wide variety that we play. We have a taste of everything.
Do you have a particular favorite era that you kind of gravitate toward when you're not performing together? When you're listening in the car, is there a particular time frame that you just love more than the other?
We've been hitting the 90s pretty hard recently.
Yeah.
So it's been good to be back.
Showing our age.
Just a tad.
It's classic now.
So tell us what you'll be playing for us this morning.
We're going to do a Beatles one. All My Lovin'. So, like I said, we recruited Steve, and we're just happy to be a part of it and looking forward to playing for you.
Awesome. Thank you all so much. We will post, again, all of this information that you need to know on our website, foxrochester.com, after the show this morning. Gentlemen, take it away.
Good.
All right.
Count us in, Ringo.
1, 2, 3. Close your eyes and I'll kiss you. Tomorrow I'll miss you. Remember, I'll always be true. And then while I'm away, I'll ride home every day, and I'll send all my loving to you. I'll pretend that I'm kissing the lips I am missing, and hope that my dreams will come true. And then while I'm away, I'll ride home every day, and I'll send all my loving to you. All my loving I will send to you. All my loving, darling, I'll be true. Yeah. Close your eyes and I'll kiss you. Tomorrow I'll miss you. Remember, I'll always be true. And then while I'm away, I'll ride home every day, and I'll send all my loving to you. All my loving I will send to you. All my loving, darling, I'll be true. All my loving, all my loving, ooh, all my loving, I will send to you. Nice job.
around McLean. Hey, it's time for our final thoughts at 9:56 this Friday morning. We had a packed show.
We did.
High energy.
Yeah.
Lots going on, lots of moving parts.
9 o'clock hour is always fun on a Friday.
It is.
It is.
It's just the energy's up. It's just fun.
The only thing that could make the 9 o'clock hour a little better.
Some beer?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's what Chris is
Ding,
for.
ding,
I
ding.
know.
Chris is going to come through on that. I've got a good feeling.
Do you?
Yeah.
See, my gut instinct is
Did
no.
you see him?
No, I have not. I haven't left the.
Yeah.
That's him.
That's Chris right there. He's in the back.
Haunting laughter.
So here's my theory: is they gave Chris like 3 or 4 packs.
Yeah.
They're in the back seat of his car.
Yep.
And now probably his trunk.
Yep.
And oh no, they didn't. They
didn't
said
make
they
it.
couldn't. Yeah.
He says he has none. So
Oh, okay.
Allegedly.
There's
Well,
there's
allegedly.
a surprise.
Take him at his word.
there's only one way to find out.
Yeah.
Come outside.
Dump him on his way to his car.
Oh.
Full body strip search.
Oh no.
No, you keep the beer.
Right. We're good.
Hey, that does it for us here on Arc Rochester. Make sure to wake up with us again tomorrow morning, Monday morning, not
Yeah.
tomorrow at 4:57. Where are we then?
13 WAM ABC.
That's right.
And we also have more live local news coming up later with Lowell Rose and Mark. 13 WAM News at midday. We'll see you then.
Have a
good
great weekend. Bye.